A very good morning and Jai Hind children. Welcome back to chemistry class. Children, yesterday we were doing the topic uses of electrolysis. In that we have seen electroplating is the most common use of electrolysis. So let me first again revise all these topics. So first, what is electrolysis? Electrolysis is a process in which electrolyte is chemically dissociated with the help of electricity. Okay, and this electrolyte is dissociated into its respective ions. Alright, this is called electrolysis. Okay, electro means using electricity and lysis means to break down. So using electricity, electrolyte is broken down into its respective ions. It is called electrolysis. I hope it is clear to you. Now we are talking about the uses of electrolysis. So with the help of electrolysis, what we can do, we can electroplate. Now what is electroplating? When a thin layer of metal is coated over another cheaper metal, it is called electroplating. Getting it? I am repeating it again. What is electroplating? We have a cheaper metal. Alright. With the help of electrolysis, what we are going to do? We'll plate a thin layer of another metal over that cheaper metal. It is called electrolysis or electroplating. Okay. Like we have seen, chromium is electroplated over a handlebar or a tap or a bike or something like that. Because what is the reason? Because chromium has a luster, it has a shine, so it makes it look attractive, and second, it does not corrode easily. So we are coating chromium over such metals. Okay. Similarly, when we are purchasing a gold plated jewelry from the market, what happens? Gold and silver is plated or coated over a cheaper metal. Okay, to make it look more attractive. Okay, clear with this? So this is called electroplating. Similarly, zinc is coated over certain automobiles, like automobiles, appliances and other things to make it rust free. Okay, so all these things are called electroplating. Now, how this electroplating is done, that also we have seen in an experiment when we were using the copper sulfate solution as an electrolyte and we were plating a copper over a spoon. Okay, then we have seen this activity also. But today children, again I'll explain that activity to you. I'll again explain how this electroplating is done, and we'll also talk about few we have two more uses of electrolysis that also we'll discuss, and we'll also talk about the galvanic cell. Okay, so today we are going to talk about electrolytic cell, that is electroplating, two more uses of electrolysis, and we'll also talk about the galvanic cell and how it functions. Okay, so children, please pay attention to the class. I don't know whether, I think you are clear with all the doubts. That's why you are not asking any questions in the group. I hope everybody is clear with everything, or you are not paying attention to the class. I don't know what is the problem with you class 8, but you are not paying attention in the class and you don't have any doubt. Either everything is clear to you. आपको सब कुछ समझ में आ रहा है. You are clear with all the concept. That is why you are not having any doubt. Children, the things that I am teaching you now is the basic concept, basic thing of the chemistry. When you go to the higher classes, when you go to class 10th, class 12th, you will study these topics only in much detail. तो अगर आपका बेसिक नहीं क्लियर है तो हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड द डीपर कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ दीज टॉपिक्स? आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड इट. So children, please pay attention to these topics. These are very basic things in the Like in chemistry, these are the very basic thing. In higher classes, these topics will also be like these topics will only be there and into a deeper concept. और वहां पे आपको बेसिक नहीं पढ़ाया जाएगा, वहां पे आपको you will go into, आपको ये पता होता है कि like basic बच्चों का clear है, will go into much detail of these topics. So please clear your basic. अगर आपका basic नहीं clear है, अगर आपका basic concept नहीं clear है, you will not understand a deeper version of it. You will not understand a deeper concept about all these topics. So children, I am requesting you again and again, please pay attention in the class. Okay. So now I am going to again explain you what is electrolytic cell, what is galvanic cell, and what is the difference between two, and few more uses of electrolysis. And if I'll get time, we'll do the exercise of this topic also, of this chapter. Alright, so let's get started, and children, please pay attention. If possible, please take your rough notebook with you, and the thing that I'm teaching you, you can write it down in your rough notebook here. Okay, so let's start with it. So if I'm going to talk about the electrolytic cell or how electroplating is done, so listen to me very carefully, what is the procedure and what is the thing that we are going to follow. So सबसे पहले हम क्या करते हैं? We'll take a beaker. This is a beaker. Beaker में हमने क्या किया? We'll fill the water in the beaker. Okay, we are going to fill the water in this beaker. Okay, now we'll add copper sulfate salt to it और हम उसको mix कर देंगे. When we are mixing it, it will become a copper sulfate solution. तो ये solution अब beaker में क्या है? ये है copper sulfate solution. Getting it? Now in this copper sulfate solution, what we are going to do, we'll dip a copper plate or a flattened copper plate. What is this? This is a flat copper plate. Alright, and we will take a spoon or anything जिसपे आपको कॉपर की कोटिंग करनी है. हमने यहाँ पे क्या लिया है? We have taken spoon. Okay, so this is a spoon. We have taken spoon जिसपे हमें कॉपर की प्लेटिंग करनी है. Now what we are going to do? We need a electric cell. We need a battery for this. So what we are going to do? कॉपर को हम पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल से और स्पून को नेगेटिव टर्मिनल से, नेगेटिव टर्मिनल ऑफ बैटरी से कनेक्ट कर देंगे. व्हाट इज पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल कॉल्ड? पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल इज कॉल्ड एनोड एंड नेगेटिव इज कॉल्ड कैथोड. गेटिंग इट? सो कॉपर इज कनेक्टेड विथ एनोड and spoon is connected with cathode. So once we switch it on, what is going to happen? This is acting as an electrolyte. Copper sulfate is what? Copper sulfate is electrolyte. As soon as electricity is passed, what will happen? This electrolyte will dissociate. Getting it? So this is going to dissociate into copper plus plus and sulfate minus minus. So copper sulfate will dissociate into copper and sulfate. Getting it? So these are the two ions, copper plus plus and sulfate. And children, we also know that this copper sulfate or this electrolyte is also containing water. It is also containing water. So when the electricity is passed, water will also dissociate into H plus and OH minus. Getting it? क्योंकि इस सॉल्यूशन में क्या है? पानी भी है और कॉपर सल्फेट भी है. तो कॉपर सल्फेट will break into copper and sulfate and water will break into H plus and OH minus. Getting it? So now what we are having? We are having two positive charges and two negative charges. Okay? We are having two positive, that is Cu plus plus and H plus as positive, and OH minus and SO4 minus as negative. Getting it? We know that positive is always attracted towards negative. Positive is also always attracted towards negative. अच्छा, ये कॉपर आयन कहाँ प्रेजेंट होगा? This copper ion will be present in the solution. ये कॉपर आयन कहाँ है? Solution में है. Okay, and this is negatively charged. This spoon is negatively charged. So it will get dissociated or it will get attracted towards the spoon. Again, this also will get attracted towards the spoon. Okay. Hydrogen will not get attracted because it is least reactive. It is less reactive than कॉपर. क्योंकि ये कॉपर से लेस रिएक्टिव है तो ये नहीं जाएगा इसके पास. दिस कॉन्सेप्ट यू विल स्टडी इन द हायर क्लासेस. Copper being positively charged will move towards the negative charge. Okay, so let's see what is happening at cathode. So at cathode क्या हो रहा है? Copper plus plus, because cathode is negative, will take electron, that is 2 electron, and will convert it into copper atom. ओके, और जब ये कॉपर एटम में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा तो इट विल गेट डिपॉजिटेड ओवर दिस स्पून. गेटिंग इट? द कॉपर विल गेट डिपॉजिटेड ओवर द स्पून. गेटिंग इट? नाउ व्हाट इज गोइंग टू हैपन एट एनोड? साइमल्टेनियसली व्हाट इज गोइंग टू हैपन एट एनोड? So one student has asked me the question that मैम कॉपर तो इस पे चला जा रहा है पर सल्फेट क्यों नहीं जा रहा है? बिकॉज वी हैव टू नेगेटिव चार्जेस. वन इज सल्फेट, अनदर इज OH माइनस. ठीक है, क्योंकि OH माइनस इज मोर रिएक्टिव. OH माइनस इज मोर रिएक्टिव देन सल्फेट. तो क्या जाएगा इसके पास? इसके पास जाएगा OH minus. Getting it? And when this OH minus will react over it, what is going to happen? It will be converted into H2O plus O2. Okay? And hence oxygen will be liberated from here. Okay? And also what will happen? Copper atom will be converted into copper ion by losing the 2 electron, and hence from here the copper ion will come. Getting my point? So this is the complete concept of electroplating. I am repeating it again. हमने ये इलेक्ट्रोलाइट लिया किसका? कॉपर सल्फेट का. Okay, we have dipped a copper plate and a spoon in it. कॉपर प्लेट को हमने एनोड से और स्पून को हमने कैथोड से कनेक्ट किया. As soon as electricity will pass, electrolyte will dissociate into copper and sulfate, and water will dissociate into H plus and OH minus. Okay, slowly what will happen? Because copper is positively charged, it will move towards the negative charged cathode. So here the copper will be converted into copper atom और वो इसके ऊपर डिपॉजिट हो जाएगा. Getting it? It will be deposited over the copper metal. And at anode, sulfate will not react because it is less reactive than OH minus. तो OH minus क्या करेगा? यहाँ पे water oxygen को evolve करेगा and copper will lose 2 electrons and will be converted into copper ion. और ये copper ion इस copper से solution में चला जाएगा. So this is the complete process. After half an hour, when you will remove this spoon out, what you will see that the spoon is having a coating of copper. This spoon is having a coating of copper. Getting it? This complete process is called electroplating. This is the method how electroplating is done. And this setup that you are seeing is called electrolytic cell. What it is called? It is called electrolytic cell. This is very important. At times the question directly comes from this word, that what is electrolytic cell. Okay. So that was about electroplating. Hope you have understood it. Now coming back to the chapter, let's see what is written here. So we have studied all these things, we have talked about all these things. So again let's see. So when copper sulfate is dissolved in water, it forms positively charged copper ion and negatively charged sulfate ion that we have seen. When electric current is passed through the solution, copper ion कहाँ जाएगा? कैथोड की तरफ मूव करेगा और इलेक्ट्रॉन को पिक करके कॉपर एटम में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा और वो डिपॉजिट हो जाएगा. एनोड पे क्या हो रहा है? एनोड पे कॉपर एटम will lose the electron and copper ion will go into the solution. Okay, so this is the complete process that is taking place. Therefore, anode slowly dissolves into the solution while the layer of copper gets deposited on the cathode. Okay, so copper gets transferred from anode to cathode. This method can be used to deposit a layer of any metal to another material. Hence, it is called electroplating. Okay. The above arrangement consisting of electrolyte is copper sulfate, 2 electrode, that is anode and cathode, and a source of current, that is this battery is a source of current, is called electrolytic cell. So what we can say here, that electrolytic cell converts electrical energy into chemical energy. This is very important. Electrolytic cell converts electrical energy into chemical energy. Electricity को पास करके हम chemical changes कर रहे हैं. That is why electrolytic cell converts electrical energy into chemical energy. I hope you are clear with this concept. Now moving ahead with the other uses of electrolysis, extraction of metals. Metals such as calcium, magnesium, aluminium are extracted from their ore by electrolysis. कैसे? कैल्शियम की प्लेटिंग है, हमने उसमें इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पास की, तो क्या होगा? वो धीरे धीरे डिसोसिएट हो जाएगा. डिसोसिएट होके उसमें से उसके प्योर मेटल हमें दे देगा और उसके ओर को रिमूव कर देगा. That is why that is how we can extract the metal. Purification of metal, again, if there is certain impurity in this anode, okay, in this anode layer, if there is certain impurity, so what will happen? This impurity will get dissolved in the solution, okay, and this anode substance will become pure, okay, forming a anode mud. Let's see what is written. Copper is transferred from anode to cathode. Copper is transferred from anode to cathode. This process is used to purify copper obtained from its ore. क्योंकि इसमें से impurity निकल जा रही है सारी, तो ये copper कैसा हो जाएगा? अब pure हो जाएगा. So the impure copper is made the anode and thin strip of pure copper is made a cathode. Okay. So when current is passed, pure copper from impure anode is transferred to cathode. Insoluble impurities will settle down as anode mud. तो जितनी भी impurities होंगी वो क्या होगी? सब की सब नीचे की तरफ settle हो जाएंगी and that is called anode mud. Getting it? This is called purification. By electrolysis, we can also purify the metal. Now, children, very important thing, that is galvanic cell. What is galvanic cell and what is voltaic cell and how the dry cell function? This we are going to talk now. So, we have seen what is electrolytic cell. In electrolytic cell, what happens? Electrical energy is converted into chemical energy. Getting it? अच्छा, now imagine जब भी हम कोई सेल या कोई बैटरी यूज करते हैं, टेक फॉर एग्जाम्पल हम मोबाइल में बैटरी होती है, वी यूज अ बैटरी इन द मोबाइल फोन. ओके, नाउ व्हाट इज हैपनिंग as the battery is getting charged, then the phone or mobile is working. Or take a torch, electrical torch. जब हम उसमें ड्राई सेल डालते हैं, वी आर नॉट यूजिंग एनी वायर ऑल द टाइम कि जब हम उसमें वायर कनेक्ट करेंगे, प्लग कनेक्ट करेंगे तभी टॉर्च जलेगी, ऐसा नहीं होता है. उसमें ड्राई सेल होता है, वी यूज अ ड्राई सेल, वी यूज अ इलेक्ट्रिक सेल, और इलेक्ट्रिक सेल फंक्शन करता है तब इलेक्ट्रिसिटी चलती है. यस, गेटिंग इट? So now what is the function behind all these things? How this dry cell is working? Is it working over the principle of electrical energy converting into chemical energy? No. It is just opposite of electrolytic cell. How it is opposite of electrolytic cell? देखिए, बैटरी है, a cell है, उसमें कुछ केमिकल प्रेजेंट होते हैं. उस केमिकल के में उसके अंदर कुछ केमिकल रिएक्शंस होते हैं जिसकी वजह से बल्ब ग्लो कर रहा है. गेटिंग इट? तो यहां पे क्या हो रहा है कि उस बैटरी के अंदर कुछ केमिकल रिएक्शंस हो रहे हैं जिसकी वजह से इलेक्ट्रिसिटी प्रोड्यूस हो रही है. गेटिंग इट? सो हियर व्हाट वी आर डूइंग, वी आर कन्वर्टिंग chemical energy that is present inside a dry cell to the electrical energy by producing the electricity. Okay, so this is the concept of galvanic cell. So galvanic cell is just opposite of electrolytic cell. Electrolytic cell में हम इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी को केमिकल एनर्जी में कन्वर्ट कर रहे हैं, लेकिन गैल्वेनिक सेल में हम केमिकल एनर्जी को इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी में कन्वर्ट कर रहे हैं. ओके, लेट्स सी व्हाट इज द प्रिंसिपल बिहाइंड इट. लेट्स टॉक अबाउट दैट. So just give me 2 minutes, let me erase all these things, then we'll talk about the electrolytic cell here or a galvanic cell here. Just a moment. Till then, children, please read what is galvanic cell, what is written there. Please read that. So what is galvanic cell, what is voltaic cell, and what is dry cell, everything is written there. So please go through that once, you will understand. Alright. Okay, so now coming back to it, let's talk about the galvanic cell here. So I'm dividing it into two parts. Sorry for improper line, children. So we have talked about electrolytic cell. Yes, we have just now seen what is electrolytic cell, and now we will see what is galvanic cell. Okay, galvanic cell or voltaic cell or dry cell, all of these three functions on the same principle. Okay, so in electrolytic cell we have seen that we are converting electrical energy into chemical energy, isn't it? We are converting electrical energy into chemical energy. कैसे कर रहे थे हम electrical energy को chemical energy में convert? So what we were doing, we were having the battery, yes, and we had a solution. ठीक है, तो क्या हो रहा था कि जब यहां से करंट पास हो रहा है तब इसमें डिसोसिएशन हो रहा था आयंस का. गेटिंग इट? सो बाय पासिंग द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, by passing the electricity we were doing certain chemical changes, isn't it? So passing the electricity means electrical energy and certain change means chemical energy. So electrical energy is getting converted into chemical energy. This was electrolytic cell. Now coming on to galvanic cell. What happens in a galvanic cell? So again consider, we have taken a beaker. We have a beaker, okay. We have added a electrolyte. We have taken copper sulfate as a, sulfuric acid as an electrolyte. H2SO4 is sulfuric acid and it is acting as a electrolyte here. Okay, we have taken two metals. We have taken two metals. One is zinc, all right, and other is copper. Okay, we have zinc, we have copper. Now zinc is connected to the positive terminal of the battery and copper is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. Okay. Now what we are going to do here is, what will happen here basically, this zinc, alright, and here we have copper. So electron will flow from this wire. This is electrical wire, or we can even use a bulb here. We can use a bulb here. So what is going to happen, as soon as we connect it, this bulb will glow. And how this bulb will glow, जिंक से क्या होगा, इलेक्ट्रॉन वायर में जाएगा और ये ट्रांसफर हो जाएगा कॉपर में. ओके, यहाँ पे डिसोसिएशन जैसी कोई चीज नहीं हो रही है. यहाँ पे वायर के थ्रू इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रांसफर हो रहा है जिंक से कॉपर की तरफ. गेटिंग इट? फ्रॉम अ पॉजिटिव टू नेगेटिव साइड. Getting my point? So what is happening here? By connecting these two electrode, we are generating electrons. ठीक है? Zinc क्या कर रहा है? Zinc is generating or releasing electron. Two electrons zinc is releasing, and copper is accepting this two electron and is converting into copper atom. Getting it? और ये जो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैं ये वायर के थ्रू ट्रांसफर हो रहे हैं. So hence this wire is generating electricity. Okay, This wire is generating electricity. What is the detail behind it? What is the basic thing? See, this is the basic concept कि जब हम ये दो इलेक्ट्रोड लगा रहे हैं, this two electrode we are adding. So because copper has a more tendency, it has a more tendency to accept electron. Alright, this copper has a more tendency to accept electron. Why this copper is having more tendency to accept electron? This we will study in the next chapter, that is metals and non-metals. There we will talk about it. Why copper is more why it has a more tendency to accept electron. So because copper is having more tendency to accept electron, तो जिंक विल गिव इलेक्ट्रॉन टू कॉपर. जिंक कमजोर है, कॉपर स्ट्रॉन्ग है, तो कॉपर क्या कहेगा जिंक से कि हमें इलेक्ट्रॉन दे दो. तो जिंक क्योंकि कमजोर है will give its electron to copper. Okay, and when zinc is giving electron to copper, they are giving electron with the help of electric wire, not with the help of this aqueous solution. Okay, aqueous solution में सिर्फ ये dissociate हो रहा है Z++ में. Okay, so electron is getting transferred through the wire and hence electricity is generated through the wire and the bulb is glowing. Same is the principle in the voltaic cell and dry cell. Okay, the same is the principle in voltaic and dry cell. Okay, so what is the detail of this voltaic cell and dry cell? This you will study in the higher class, not now. Okay, so this is the basic concept of galvanic cell and voltaic cell and electrolytic cell. What is the detail of these topics that you will study in the higher class? Okay, so children, you will read this block. This is very important. If you are not able to understand it, you will ask in the group. Okay, if you are so intelligent कि आपको सब कुछ समझ में आ रहा है, then no problem. And what is your homework today? What you are going to do? You will write the new words in your fair notebook. This new words you will write in the fair notebook and you will draw the concept map. This concept map and new words you are going to write in your fair notebook. You will write today's date, write the name of the chapter, write new words and draw the concept map. This is your homework for today. So that's all for today's class, children. Hope you have understood it. If not, again I am telling you, you can ask in the group. Okay, so that's all for today's class. Thank you and Jai Hind, children. Tomorrow we are going to do the biology class, so we'll study bio tomorrow. Okay, so that's all for today's class. Thank you and Jai Hind, children.